Hi, I'm Old Sneelog. It's going to take quite a bit of work to get it up and running again, but this thing is huge. I think it'll be well worth the trouble. Because I wanted to remove the axle from the grindstone, I needed penetrating oil. And I decided to go with ScoutCrafters 50% automatic transmission fluid and 50% acetone. To do that, I'm going to mix up a batch in this jar here, and we'll pour it into a squirt pump oiler and go from there. Now that's not a scientific method of doing it, but it's pretty close. Having it in this pickle jar means I can shake it up. There. Fairly well mixed. Because this stuff is so thin, I don't think it's going to pump through a pump oiler very well. They have a tendency to not do well with solutions that are thin in nature. So this click oiler should do just fine. The only thing I'll have to be careful of is I don't tip it over, because this stuff will just run right out. Okay. I'll leave that sit to dry. The acetone will evaporate and leave the ATF, and that can stay in the jar. I'll use it for mixing the next batch. Let's go try this on the axle, see what happens. It does wick right in. I've found that anytime I use penetrating oil, tapping works. Now, wailing away with a hammer is not good, but solid taps seems to let stuff work in a little better. Coming out every day, adding more penetrating oil. making some good solid taps on it. We're going to have this grindstone grinding here. Maybe not any day now, but it's definitely going to be working. I'll come out every day and give it another shot of penetrating oil and some more taps with a hammer, and we'll have a working grindstone before you know it. Thanks for the idea for the penetrating oil, John. We're going to give it a good test here. This is a rough job. If it doesn't work, I can come after it with the grinder or the cutting torch or the plasma torch. I got all manner of cutting tools. But I have hopes. A lot of prep work getting ready for this, especially since it's kind of anticlimactic to just put some oil on it, tap it, and wait. But that's how it works. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Now this is probably going to be a sideline for some of the other videos. You know, I'll come out and tap on this thing and we'll just slip the test into every video that I do it on, and we'll see what happens. This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the US or 16 in the European Union, without the express written permission of the parents or legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.